Hello everybody and welcome back to Lux and Tux. In today's video, I'm actually going to be showing you how to customize one of these. What you're going to want for one of these is 100% cotton face mask, because 100% cotton is actually probably the easiest to adhere for vinyl, and that is what we're going to be using in today's video. I know I did a very similar video last week. I had a ton of fun customizing that little shirt for Lux and Tux. It is still holding up pretty strong after about 2 washes. I've noticed a couple of mine have actually started to wrinkle when I wash them a couple times, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to either get those out or if I have to iron it less. I'm not 100% sure. If you guys have any suggestions for that kind of stuff, let me know in the comment section. I could really use some help because I am brand spanking new at this stuff. And you know what? I'm having a flippin' blast doing this stuff. I even made this cool little design right here. Woo! Visual Wolfgang apparel. Oof. Before we switch over to my computer, I actually have to measure the surface area of each side of this. You don't really need to be super accurate because we're not taking up the whole entire thing. It is about 3.5 inches wide by 2.5 to 3 inches tall and 4.5 at the peak. We'll do 3 by 4. All right, now let's switch over to my computer and get going on that. I usually switch on the ruler. I like to set my artboard size to 12 by 12. Makes it the easiest, really. All right, let's search up Nightwolf because Wolfgang apparel. Nightwolf sounds kind of sick. We'll steal those kanjis in Japanese. Kanjis are just the characters that they use. And we will switch over to the canvas. Get those placed up in there. Maybe switch the font slightly. And we should actually space these out, assuming we're gonna actually have to cut them apart from each other. And you can kind of put them up in the corner and scale them on up 2 by 3. So we can make these a decent size. I'll make them 2 by 2 each. So right here, that's perfect. Now we can take our handy dandy little USB, plug her on in, and export our file over to that. I'll call it Nightwolf. And we are ready to switch over to our machine right now. So I'll see you over there. All right, so we're over by our brother machine. Now what we need to do is open it on up, turn on the machine, put in our USB, retrieve data, USB, find your design. Ours is Nightwolf. Okay it. What you're gonna need to do is edit object, mirror. This is very important. And check your scale. Ours is perfect. Hit OK. Hit OK again. Select cut. For this, cut speed 5, cut pressure auto. Go down 1, half cut on, cut pressure 3. I was trying 4 and 5 and it just was not doing it for me. I would have so many snags on the vinyl and it ended up ruining certain letters and words. With 3, sometimes you have difficulty picking up corners, but overall it is the best cut. Next up, you're going to need your standard tack mat. Mine is getting a little bit used because of how often I have been using this machine. You're gonna need to rip off the plastic. Remember not to throw that out because you're gonna wanna put it back on top so you can keep reusing this mat. Next up, you're gonna need your vinyl. I cut out a 2.5 by 8 strip of vinyl. Take your roller and line up the vinyl across the corner, roll it on. Doesn't need to be perfect. Hit OK on your settings. Line up your mat, hit the load button, let it load in. It takes about 5 seconds. All you need to do is hit start and it takes about 1 minute for this design to be cut out. Hit OK, unload the mat, and then peel the vinyl off, set aside, and assess the cut. This looks very good, no snagging. And now we can move on to the weeding process. So a little bit of a mistake happened and my camera shut off while I was weeding these, but it's very much the same as last time. No snags, No ghosting effects on this one. So all you're gonna need to do is basically pull from the corners with a weeding tool, very much like this. It is a very simple process if you have a decent cutting pressure. If not, make sure you find settings that work well with your cutter. But now I have to figure out how to iron a face mask, which should be interesting because it is very small. And then after I iron the face mask, I have to adhere these side by side somehow without getting any creases on them. That should be interesting, mainly because they don't like to sit flat very well. We'll see how ironing them makes it, but I'm just hoping for the best. So now we have to turn on our Cricut Easy Press 2. This is the 9x9 version. I usually set my temperature all the way to 305 and I have my timer set to about 15 seconds. It takes about 3 or 4 minutes to actually fully warm up. So before then, I'm going to actually try and test fit one of these. So it is actually, looking at it, the perfect size. Wow, that actually looks really cool. Let's see if it can lay completely flat. Actually, that was upside down. I think that's about as flat as I'm gonna get it. You don't need to quite wait until it's fully warmed up before you start ironing the actual piece before laying that on. You want to try your best to get out all the wrinkles. This isn't going to completely work. Just try to get at least the area that you're going to be putting on as flat as possible. That means we are fully up to temperature and we can try laying on this. All right, now that we have this set up, this warmed up, and some parchment paper, this actually helps save it from burning. I think a lot of people use this. Let's give this a try. Try to put nice, strong, even pressure. Don't put too much pressure that you're going to warp anything, but you know, solid, firm. All right, 15 seconds is up. I like to flip it over and do another 15. I don't need the parchment paper this time because it's not in direct contact. Now this side is actually leveled, and what's really cool is we can throw this one on, do another 15 seconds on this side, and then flip it over, do another 15 seconds, and we should be good. Now flip this over. We're gonna need our parchment paper one last time. 15 more seconds, and then we'll see how golden this looks. Turn off your iron and give this thing about 3 to 5 minutes to cool down, and then we can peel everything off. So fingers crossed this looks all right. Let's peel these off. Okay, that looks good. They both peeled off pretty easily. Nice. Oh my goodness, this came out so sick. Oh my God, I'm gonna be actually wearing this. Quarantine is quite an interesting place. You know what? Maybe we can make the best out of it. I would love to see what you guys come up with if you guys make any of these sick masks. Let me see them. Tag us on Instagram or something. Maybe tweet at us. We have all of the above. Just check us out. I'm having so much fun with this machine. You guys have no idea. I have got a lot in store for us. Maybe I'll do some videos on the way I like to design them. Who knows? But all I do know is I hope you guys are all staying safe because it is getting a little bit scary. I am planning on releasing videos every Wednesday. I think that's doable. Possibly, I'll try. For me, it's mainly going to be design videos. For Lux, she'll probably be doing more beauty unboxings. Maybe we'll go on a couple vlogs, maybe some walks, just because there's not a whole lot to do now that we're all in quarantine. But you know what? I love YouTube, so maybe we can make some cool content. Thank you all so much. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video, and I'll see you next week.